I know.
So
I always
pray to him. Me too. Oh my God, girl. Girl, put your records on.
Fuck you.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, welcome to.
Hello and welcome.
Best song, greatest song.
Best song ever, greatest song of all time.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Graham. And this is a conversation where we talk about...
Ongoing conversation where we talk about the best song ever, greatest song of all time.
Exactly.
Graham, what's the best song ever, greatest song of all time?
I texted you about this, but it is Ain't No Mountain High Enough. I was at, famously, my sister's wedding, and they played Ain't No Mountain High Enough, which is a song I've always loved. It's like my first memory.
You can participate, by the way. I saw you
Oh, yeah,
nod.
you can
I saw you
chime
nod
in if you want.
enthusiastically.
Oh, okay, sorry. I
You
was
haven't been
thinking this was your
introduced yet,
intro.
but you can participate.
Okay, so
Yeah.
hey guys, thanks for coming to my podcast. This is
Absolutely.
kind of my
Not a
thing.
podcast.
What?
Not a podcast.
What is it?
It's a conversation.
It's a conversation
this.
about music. It's an
We would never
ongoing
start a
interview series.
podcast.
This
Okay,
is start a
guys,
podcast.
if you're listening,
We're not like you. We would
this
never
is
start a
great in a
podcast.
derogatory way. Okay, keep going. I'm just gonna listen, but I will jump in if I feel the fit.
I was at my sister's wedding.
Don't fucking
and-
tell me what to do ever again. Sorry, get that clean audio again. Go for it. Third time.
So my first memory is hearing Ain't No Mountain High Enough. I was like on a family vacation, and like we were having a dance party in the living room. We like rented a big house for my grandparents' 50th anniversary, and I was dancing with my Aunt Colin to Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
That's
I've
unbelievable.
always loved that song. And then they played it at my sister's wedding, and it was very exciting because my whole family was dancing together. But then I was listening to it, and I was like, this song,
it's an amazing song.
it's not only is it amazing, but it doesn't waste any time. And one thing I realized being at this wedding, listening to all these songs being played in full, some of these guys, they're dragging out a little bit. They're not, like, the DJ was not mixing stuff. He was playing everything in full.
That's
But
huge.
Ain't No Mountain High Enough doesn't go back at all. It burns the house as it's running.
And also, don't mix out Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
No, and they didn't.
Play the whole song.
And that
Yeah.
feels like one that they could also easily slice and dice in a fucked up way.
100%.
It feels like one that they'd be
100%.
tempted to do.
They did the
over
whole thing and it
over.
was perfect, but the way that it builds and like that it doesn't go back to like another,
I can't.
it just jumps.
Is it allowed for me to ask you how it starts? Because I
The piano.
I want to make you do that. Yeah.
Dun, dun. Listen, baby.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, that's true. It doesn't
Yeah.
waste any time at all, does it?
Yeah.
And every single part of that arrangement is also stupid iconic, which
Yeah.
is crazy. The piano part and the drums, like everything about it is just like
It's the best.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Love it.
What's the best song ever, greatest song of all time? Yeah.
I will be choosing today Heartland by June Arc. It came out yesterday.
Whoa.
And this is a song that is like deeply special. It is. I've been waiting for this record for like literally years. It's off an album called June Arc's List of Things That Move.
Wait, I listened to this.
You
I
listened
didn't
to
hear
it.
this song, but I started listening to the album because you posted about it.
When you heard the first song, was it not the most psychotic shit you'd have ever heard?
Yeah, I felt in trouble.
Yeah, no, it's actually insane. It's an album that's pushing so hard that when they tried to upload it to distribution, the distribution didn't qualify some of it as music.
That's so crazy.
No.
All
Our
right.
guest today.
That's how I feel, by the way.
Our guest today is the greatest. She is the host of a podcast herself called Off Task. She is an actress. She is a writer. She's a director. She's a comedian. She's just one of my best friends. Please welcome to the podcast, Kate Nerone.
Hi, thanks for having me to this conversation in Hollywood.
Yes.
In the morning.
You're so welcome.
Did I say podcast? I'm
No.
going to kill myself.
No,
Okay.
you said,
No, you said
the reason you think you said
Kate
that
has
is because you said
podcast.
my podcast.
I said
Yeah.
your podcast.
Which I'm okay with admitting to. By the
Yeah,
way.
no,
not
I mean,
cool.
it's
And
it's
that's
seemly
okay.
for a woman to have a podcast, but for a man, it's
It's
We're trying to be
insightful.
respectful.
It's
Yeah.
totally, and
We're
I
trying to
understand
respect you.
that. And yeah, I keep working on it, but I think this is going okay.
Good.
okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Kate, I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy you're here. What's to you best song ever, greatest song of all time?
Okay.
Sorry, not even to you. What's best song ever, greatest song of all time?
Okay, so I mean, this is where I'm just invited to talk about the song that I kind of prepared to bring to your space today, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
and you didn't have to prepare it
Got
because
it.
we don't ever prepare anything. So.
Well, I want you to know that I've been
Clearly.
thinking about this ever since I understood what the concept was.
Oh, great.
And that's why I also texted Graham famously, I only get one. Yes, hence the title. It's pretty obvious.
And I told you, you can definitely come back.
And Graham,
another
no, yeah,
time.
you were so sweet about it. You go, yeah. And like maybe you come on it again, and like maybe we'll talk about other ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like pretty obviously one. Okay, so here's the thing. I'll just get right into it, and then we'll talk about the fuss around it. my greatest song ever, greatest song of all time is Chinese Satellite, Phoebe Bridgers.
Damn.
Okay. That's
unbelievable.
That was crazy.
Graham, have you experienced any of that? Like,
That's actually the second time I've ever heard that song.
No way.
yeah,
Wait, I'm so happy to hear
I feel
that.
like this is not a regular put on for you.
No, and the first time I ever heard it was actually live.
Oh.
When I saw her at Ain't No Picnic a few years ago, it was her right before the Strokes.
Nice.
I was there. I was there before we met.
Yeah. That's
Huge
true.
energy
Yeah.
there
So
as
true.
well. Kind of powerful that we're also
It's
doing
beautiful
this song.
that we're in this space. It's
beautiful
kind of
that
full
we're in this
circle.
space.
We can never speak again.
I have a question for you about this.
Please.
Which I actually kind of like in my head I ended up almost answering it for myself, but I still want to ask.
So there's
it.
a right answer.
There.
Yeah.
Well, no.
I'll try to find
it. It's almost that there's not. The question was on an album of unfucking believable songs.
Yes.
Why this one?
I was actually
Oh,
like hoping that this
it's
was
the
the question
killer's
because
question.
Yeah.
Yes, because this is a great question because this is an album. This is dare I say a little bit of a sleeper hit on this album. I
Agreed.
don't hear people
Yeah.
talk about
Yeah,
it.
you're right.
You hear I Know the End a lot.
Yeah.
You even Garden Song
Garden
is like a
Song's fucked
go-to
up.
for the indie bitches.
I like Kyoto.
Kyoto,
The
Kyoto,
most
of course.
predictable thing of all time.
Hey,
I like
and you're allowed to like
Kyoto.
Kyoto. You're allowed to like Kyoto.
Kyoto's the one skip on the whole album,
Oh
and
my God.
I'll
Okay,
hear
that's
nothing
because
else.
you're
Oh my
not a girl with a
God.
dad. That's because you're not a girl with a dad. Moving on. I literally one time was like speaking on Kyoto for actually 1 second. I was in the car with this. I was in the car with the situationship several years my senior, not to brag, and he was like, "I like this song. Like it's so like he's basically being like it's about a relationship," and I was like. It's about a girl with a dad.
Yeah.
Gotta go with that.
And
Well,
I don't
she's
want to talk to
said
you about
that
it
in
anymore.
interviews before, where
Oh, I
people
know,
are
yeah.
I was like, I love that love song. And she goes, that's about my dad.
Baby, that's
And
about.
by the way, that's so clearly about
It's
my
so
dad.
clearly
Well,
about your dad.
not everyone's smart like us. But anyway,
So
the reason.
this song of all songs.
Yes, the reason. Well, okay, this song. So this album came out, I think, 2020, right?
2020.
And of course, it's a song about the end of the world during what felt like the end of the world, which is iconic. Lots of foresight there. And this just felt the most. Like this felt like the song that always stuck out to me in that whole album. It felt like the song that was like the most what like apocalyptic in the midst of it felt like, but not that like big release crescendo that like I Know the End is, where you're like, oh, it's over, and that's like the release and the catharsis of the album. This is like waking up day in day out in that unknown and like trying to find yourself through it, but there's bigger things going on that you're also trying to grapple with and like understand. Like this song. It also just has, okay, I'm so much more a lyrics person than I am like a sound music instrument. I can barely identify things like that. But it kind of has, this song has everything.
I actually, this is why I was like, I wanted to ask the question, and
No.
I was like, I actually kind of think, hearing it once, you go, oh, well, that's fucking why.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
the song is the answer.
It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. Well, it's because the lyric, it's so often that I like a song that's just because the lyrics go so crazy and there's a simple melody. This has strings. It has like this like build. It has good, it just has like, it has everything. It just has what you need.
I think lyrically, it's also like, you're right. Like, it is just like, arguably in
it's
not
some of
only
her best writing.
not only a career making album, but like
Yes.
an international star making album.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a song that might have the most consistently strong lyrics.
And it's like that song. This is text. Like this
Yes,
is
no,
text.
for sure.
This song, and also I think it's right in the middle of the album. Like it's
Yeah.
holding, like it's Atlas holding the world of the album on its shoulders.
Yeah.
it is
Goddamn.
so strong. And also I remember you guys said something. I think when we were talking about doing this conversation that
you.
like about respectful about kind of like the memories that you have with the song too.
Yeah.
And obviously it was pandemic, but I also remember like I feel like something that feels very like a part of this also to me is that I one of my best friends in college who I don't talk to anymore. Moment of silence. She is alive. She is alive. We don't like each other, but like we listened to the song like full blast when we like got back to like campus, like our senior year for like the kind of pandemic last year of school.
yeah.
And we were just
Kate is famously my exact age, which is why we get along so well. It's because she's the only normal person in the world.
I'm the only normal person in the world, and I'm the only person almost exactly Graham's age,
Yeah.
which is kind of
Which
the
is to
basis
say
of
about 9 months older than
which
me.
is to say a little older.
Yeah.
But for a woman,
Same
I'm
grade.
a woman 9 months older, which
Yeah.
means it's a secret.
Exactly.
But we were like
Which
blasting
means
this
you're
song,
24.
which means I'm almost 22. We were blasting this song, and I had the same. She asked me the same question of like, why is it this song? And I
Yeah.
kind of can't answer it, but it is that thing of like, well, I guess I can get into more. I don't know. There's just that memory attached to it.
I think we should do it.
What you will help me, guide
I think
me.
we want to. I think we should go through the lyrics like pretty heavily. I think it's. I think
Yeah.
there's not. I by
Yeah,
the
I
way,
already have them
we've
pulled
done
up.
we've done like 10 of these so far. We're not that far into this, but I've literally never once been like, we need to like sit with the lyrics of this song. I'm always
Oh,
talking about
great.
like, oh, this arrangement of this song does this or like whatever. This is the first time that I've been like, no,
I'm honored.
It's important that we go through this because that's the key is in there.
Yes.
Where, how the fuck?
What do you mean
Is it a
you wrote that?
coherent train of thought?
It's a
And it is.
story.
It's one thought.
It's yeah, that's true. It's not even a story. It's one thought. It's the
one thought.
same. It's like you know what this song is too, which I think which is part of what makes it so lyrically impressive. What makes kind of any song lyrically impressive is that it's over and over again that thing where it's words to something that felt so obvious. But you couldn't ever write it or say it, and it captures it. And that's where, like, I think Phoebe also, like, gained so much from this album because it was, like, that's kind of the mark of, like, I don't know if I want to say genius or just, like, a true master.
Real master
Where
of
it's
a
like,
craft.
yeah, it's like you said that thing that no one can figure out how to say, but we're all feeling in here.
Dude, if I could give you the moon, I would give you the moon. Fuck
Like,
you.
like that's what I'm
Fuck
saying.
you.
Like a dog with a bird at your door.
Yeah, there's so many.
The fuck out.
But there's a reason that you chose this one, which neither of those lines
It's
are
true.
from. And this is, I mean, the fucking waking up every morning and singing the same 3 songs over and over.
I wish I wrote it, but I didn't, so I learned the words.
Hum along till the feeling's gone forever.
Forever.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well,
Who hasn't done that?
It comes out of the gate too. I've been running around in circles pretending to be myself. Goodbye. Gotta
talking,
go.
Also, she's talking about jogging.
Oh my god.
She's talking about jogging. Why would somebody do this when they could do something else? She's literally talking about jogging.
I love this.
Jogging. She's in the pandemic. She's fucking quarantined or whatever, and she's fucking jogging.
Okay, see, this is the point of like what I mean, where it's like that's how the end of the world feels.
Are you kidding me?
You try on these ways to cope.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're like, okay, where am I in this at all?
Yeah.
This is putting me into like, you know that thing where you're like, I'm gonna do something that's outside of my general wheelhouse, okay? And I'm gonna like understand the people that do this.
I'm gonna be a jogging girly
And then
now.
you do it and
yeah.
you're like, fuck these people even worse than before.
It is
Like-
so much worse than
yeah.
it looked.
Yeah.
Oh my
You're
God.
like, and you're like, it's
I'm,
like
I'm being a hater, but I'm informed.
yeah. You're like now no one can stop me.
Yeah.
It's like
No,
it's
this
like
is horrible. Why would anyone
nobody
do
tell me
this on
nothing.
purpose when you could do something
when you could do
else?
literally anything else. Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
I love that line of "I wish I wrote it, but I didn't, so I learned the words." I think
That's so
both of
fucked
you
up.
have like quoted that to me before, just in conversations about.
Well, it's what it means to be a musician. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't find your voice until you've stolen and copied and
Yeah.
one of the things that I think she talks about in that like triplet or whatever, in that like couplet of lines is the hum along to the feelings gone forever. I think is really important. Every time I learn how to play a song on guitar, the magic is gone.
Yeah, you learn
It's
it until the
fucking
magic is
vanished.
gone.
That's
I
interesting.
don't learn things anymore on the guitar. Like I don't learn how to play stuff that I love because I know like as soon as I do, the magic's just disappeared.
that's really interesting.
totally
You just hum along till the and I'm like I'm not like saying that that's how it is for everyone. I just
Yeah,
that
but that's,
feeling
like,
for me
yeah.
is crystallized.
You're
in
keeping
that
it
line.
mystified. Like something about it being
music is
mysterious.
magic.
Yeah.
Something about it being mysterious and far away is part of what keeps it special. And I also think that's very much what the song is about too.
100%.
Which is like the distance between what you love and want and where it is and is
Fuck
the
off.
pain of
Yeah.
that. Like this is also like, well, actually I have like thoughts and stuff about like kind of what I think the thesis of the song is and like bigger picture stuff. But Graham, as someone who's only listened to it twice now.
Yeah.
I also want to know what lyrically stands out to you because you're obviously a writer. Like what's coming through for you?
I think underrated thing about her is how funny she is. Took a tour to see the stars, but they weren't out tonight, so I wish hard on a Chinese satellite. Like that's
Yeah.
just
No, it's
that's
funny.
like almost like a
Yeah.
Catskills vaudeville joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Wait,
like,
that's
I went to see the
so
stars, but there weren't
funny.
any stars, so I wished on the Chinese satellite.
There's almost something like
Hello,
a
my
little
Navy.
political there
Yeah.
about like
Yeah.
it's like the riff of that. Yeah.
Name checking Chinese.
Well, Well,
even.
she's said that all of her best songs start with a joke. Like
She said that?
she
God.
has said that in her writing process.
Marry me.
Like the songs that she has like really stuck with are the songs that started with her like tossing out a joke,
Somebody
and
roll
then
the
somebody
windows
goes,
down.
"Oh shit!" Like that's like something there.
Yeah.
Sorry, just
which is
about that.
fucking insane.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that you latched onto that because I feel like that's like exactly where the song is coming from.
Yeah, but also like not for nothing, like a perfect joke that really, it's very pithy. It shows you all of it's in there. You know,
Yeah.
all of it is like, oh, I want so hard for things to be the way that they are.
Yeah.
And they're not, and it's so funny that they're not how I want them
Well, also
to be.
like the wishing for romance of it all. Like, man, you're like also. There's nothing more LA than like wanting to see stars and then
Yeah.
looking up and being like, "Well, there's a fucking
And being like
satellite."
the Burbank airport.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's like the lack of romance and the wind getting kind of knocked out of your sails like that.
Yeah, the futility of it. Like, I think that the song is about a search for meaning and like finding instead a lot of kind of your own personal failures and a lot of like the world around you's failures and like the ways in which you don't feel like you can connect to people. Like,
Yeah.
it's like searching for love and for God, and then finding a picket line with a bunch of evangelicals
Yeah.
and getting into a fight. That's
Yeah.
what this is about. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, and that line you're saying too, where it's like, I went on a tour. Like, think about like what it takes to like book a tour to see stars. You have to be in a place that's like so vulnerable and like
Yeah.
seeking.
Yeah.
And then it's like, they're just not out. Like, you forgot that the weather happens and like you actually have
my
no control
God.
over this. And
I'm
then it's
supposed to go
just
see stars in a couple weeks.
You're
If there's
scared, you're
clouds, I'm gonna be
quivering.
so upset.
right.
Yeah.
And it's like the thing of also like the Sisyphusian whatever thing of like, do you just keep pushing that rock up the hill or do you go to keep finding the stars? Like, I don't think
Might as
she-
well
Or do you
might
wish
as
on the
well wish
satellite?
on the
'Cause
satellite.
That's what we've got.
Call it a
Right,
day.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like, how are you Are you satisfied with what we've got too? Like, I feel like that was very much like the 2020 era of being like, this is what we've got and we have to make the most of it because that's like
Yeah.
the plight of every human across time. But I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want that.
No, it's so true.
I would also argue there's a deep connection here to can we pretend that airplanes in the night skies are like shooting stars? Because I could really use a wish right now.
Oh my God.
I mean,
T.
that's like when
One of the great songs, too.
literally when she says like I want to believe, instead I look at the sky and I feel nothing. You know,
Yeah,
I hate to be
God.
alone. I mean, and then I want to be wrong. I
know.
think that's the core for me, is this like desire. You like see all this shit and then you're like, this is how I view the world, and I hope this isn't the case. Like I really hope I swore I could hear you through the walls, but that's impossible.
Oh my God, that line goes.
Fuck
That line.
the hell off.
Yeah.
But she wants to be wrong about all of it.
It's very Life of Pi in that way, where you get to choose your story. Like, it's very like, I don't know if you remember that book, but like to me that was very like, oh, like this whole story where he's like on a boat with like a bunch of animals is just a figment of his imagination, and really he's going through like a
Spoilers.
devastating trauma. Spoiler if you didn't read fucking Life of Pi.
20 years ago.
100 years
Sorry
ago.
if you didn't watch Ang Lee's Life of Pi.
You should be sorry. And anyway, so the
fell
point
asleep
being
in
of
that
like,
movie.
it's very like
fell
you
asleep
get
in
to
every movie.
choose what you believe in
Yep.
and like make your peace with your God, frankly.
Yep.
And I feel like, well, okay, the core of the song for me is that love, like wanting romantic love and connection is the same as wanting God and like a deeper, more profound, all-encompassing love.
Yeah.
And how like this is like, because we kind of like in the second half of the song, like we kind of get into the like, okay, you were screaming at the evangelicals, they were screaming right back, and you said I'll never be your vegetable. Okay, this is
Yeah.
what okay,
Yeah.
okay,
No, we
you know
got
where I'm
there.
going. This is the line that shook me so fucking hard when I first heard it. But you know I'd stand on the corner embarrassed with a picket sign if it meant I could see you when I die. Pack it up.
Yeah, dude.
That is
She's right.
That's
Yeah.
right. That is like in the religious sense, but in a person to person relationship sacrifice where it's like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like that is that thing where you're like, oh, I never would have imagined a certain life for myself, but then you meet someone you love and you will stand on the corner.
I'm gonna cry.
No, it's like actually so important
It's
lyrically.
unbelievable.
It's so important lyrically, and I think, dude,
If I could
it's
see you
so
when I-
empathetic.
Oh my
It's so
God.
empathetic. Who the fuck? Like, she doesn't want to have like this deep well of empathy for the people shouting at her fucking
Right.
friend or whoever this person is. But I mean, like, dude, if I genuinely believed that,
Yeah.
which, by the way, I would like to believe.
Right,
I would love to be wrong
believe.
here. I think when you're gone, it's forever. I'd like to be wrong about that.
Yeah.
So you know what? They're standing on the fucking corner with a picket sign because they actually believe that it's not.
I want to
Right.
be wrong.
And I want to be on their
Yeah,
side.
yeah, the
I'd
envy-
love to be on their side of it.
The envy of those who experience certainty
my
is
God.
unrivaled, truly, in all of life. I mean, I think it's like I like the theory. You know, this is like not a groundbreaking theory, but like people will do almost anything to not have to experience uncertainty.
Sure.
And like I think who among us? I mean, obviously we all here are incredibly intelligent people who understand paradox and complexity and nuance and never have any problem with that ever.
It's not a podcast.
Obviously,
say what?
But paradox, not pod. What did I say?
It's not. Oh no, I just said it's not a podcast.
Okay, don't yell at me. But
You're
like,
lashing out.
But like, how much have we? Okay, lashing as the number 2. It's talking. But how often have you been like, oh my god, if I could just like believe in anything the way like a Trump Republican believes that like he's gonna save us,
Yeah.
that would probably feel awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a drug I'd
100%.
love to take.
It would be phenomenal to know, not think, but to know that when you die, there's more.
Certainty is so alluring. That's why you can sell it and make people do anything that you want them to for it. And oh god, and what I also love about this song is this whole song is very her trying. Like it's a song about trying to find a way and like kind of not feeling in your place for anything.
Well, I want to believe that if I go outside, I'll see a tractor beam coming to take me where I'm from. I want to go home.
yeah, she's not from here. It's not here.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I also will say, and this is it. Sometimes when I can't sleep, it's just a matter of time before I'm hearing things, or I could feel you through the walls, but that's impossible. That goes crazy.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Phoebe is a genius when it comes to I'm just gonna tell you what I'm fucking thinking, and I'm not gonna hide it behind any language that is anything other than beautiful. What she's saying is beautiful, but the language itself is not complicated. And this swear I could hear you through the walls, but that's impossible. Like, she's not doing anything to get in the way of herself, of the thing
Right.
she wants to fucking give you.
It's a lot harder to be simple.
so hard.
Yeah,
Oh
in many
my
ways.
God.
Yeah.
Totally.
And again, it
You
makes
can't hide
everyone else
behind
worse
it.
writers. That's what I'm saying. The people that try to do this.
Yeah, well, it's
eat
like the
shit.
Caperland John Early thing.
Yeah.
Of like,
Sorry, what?
Sorry, Graham. Sorry for everyone listening at home. Graham has been smoking a pack of cigarettes this entire time.
It's the Caperland John Early thing of like, Caperland and John Early are like probably the most two influential comedians of them and then separately John Mulaney, most influential comedians of the last 15 years. But especially like in alt New York and LA comedy, like there's generations, and you're still feeling the waves of it now, of people like us that are like more influenced by like Kat Cohen or like Natalie Rudder-Laitman and Charlie Barty of like those are it all comes from Kate and John, of like people trying to imitate them, and sometimes it comes out in a very exciting way where it's a person doing the sort of alt comedy that comes from this, but like there's a lot of it where it's like, oh, they're just trying to do this thing that is like kind of alt and non-specific, and doesn't feel like it has any sort of like ideology or anything.
What are you trying to tell us, right? Like, it's like, what are you trying to say?
Yeah.
And with
Yeah.
Phoebe, you hear this shit and you go, wow, she sniped it.
Yeah.
She absolutely fucking sniped it.
Incisive. Yeah. I mean, and like, it also makes me think about how it's so interesting that she's dating, she's still with Bo Burnham, right?
As far as I can
As
tell.
far as we all know,
Yeah.
any Hollywood insiders here, but like, and how
I feel
she
like we would
covered.
have heard differently.
I feel like
Yeah.
we in this room would have been
We
first to know.
absolutely would
Yeah.
have been second.
But
to
I-
we would have been
Good
second or third.
But
to
I
know.
feel like what's interesting is that like because she covered also in
No
this
funny
era
the funny feeling.
funny feeling stuff,
Yeah.
and it's a very similar thing going on there where it's just somehow he's saying live action Lion King, and you're like, yeah, I'm with you,
Dude,
But
he
many could not do this.
fucking nails it in
Yeah.
that song, and it's the exact same thing. And I
Right.
think that's honestly there was a video that
Where
came
he's
out
watching
where
her
he's watching her
cover
that
it.
went crazy on TikTok. He like literally like was from the crowd like watching her.
It's
cover
crazy.
It.
It's so interesting when like because I do feel like this is kind of rare when like two people who actually seem who from the outside seem artistically compatible are dating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're like, that seems like usually it's like someone from like a weird show and like a director that you know just really
Yeah.
different stuff, and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
But that's an
then every
interesting
once in a while,
matchup.
It's like Gerwig and Baumbach or like Phoebe Waller-Bridge and Martin
Yes.
McDonough, where you're like, yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, totally.
Totally. Yeah.
For like what's translating to us is clearly translating
Yeah.
between you two.
Yeah.
God, we're
Anna
part
de
of
Armas
it.
and
Makes you
Tom
feel part of
Cruise.
something. Yeah.
God,
it
we're
does.
parasocial in here. Yeah, I feel like I'm like planted in a very like lived reality, and also like maybe because I'm an artist and I think everyone in this room can understand that feeling of like, but there's also there is some connection, and sometimes I look at this guy and I feel nothing, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I feel like, oh, like there's connection all around us, and like it's a very Love Actually vibe. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's like very much like my personal journey, but I'm sure a lot of people's, where it's like I wasn't raised like in a specific religion, or like wasn't told what to believe and what story to subscribe to.
Hard.
I claim Catholic because it's hurt my people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Jot that down.
Yeah.
No, I claim Catholic culturally, Jewish culturally kind of too, a little bit. But I guess what I wanted to say is that I'm different, special.
Yeah.
And I would and I would agree with that.
I know.
I think the other thing is that it's also like not the only song where she's grappling with these similar sort of things.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about this song holding up, like being Atlas and holding the album on its shoulders. And if you want to pin it with I Know the End and Garden Song, like those like bookending top and bottom of this album, she's talking about the same goddamn shit.
That's really true.
She's talking about the same goddamn shit. And yeah, it's this like foreboding in Garden Song, and then like the confirmation in I Know the End, but it's the same shit. The I Know the End music video is like makes me cry every time I see it. And she's talking about like turned around, there was nothing there.
Yeah.
I know what this is.
And also, it's
you want to talk about fucking clarity. I know what this is.
Yeah.
She goes through this whole
certainty.
thing, and she ends up being like, but I know what the end is.
Yeah.
I turned around.
Well, and that's actually
nothing.
the only. It's also like that's the only certainty. It's like that it ends, right? Like that's the only thing there is to know.
It's a government drone or an alien spaceship. Either way, we're not alone. Are you fucking kidding me?
Right. The subtle surveillance.
That's I Know the End. That's at the end.
I'm reading Garden Song right now.
Yeah, Garden Song's fucked up.
Wow. Also,
Wow.
also she's. I love the LA reference. She goes off a saw a reflection in the water off a bridge at the Huntington Gardens.
Well, that's another thing about
Since I
her.
was 17.
Yeah.
Then I knew what I wanted.
The only real reason I moved to the east side, I need a good place to cry in plain sight.
Hide in plain sight. Yeah, and then like, well, and there's from older albums too. It's like Walk the Reservoir twice.
Yeah.
She does. There's helicopters over my head every night when I go to bed.
Yeah.
That's Echo Park if I've ever heard of it.
Also, there's one about the Dianetics and Stucco.
Yes. Is she your favorite things, Dianetics?
Yeah, like, but from the
Stucco?
window, it's not a bad show
From
if your
the
favorite things are
window,
Dianetics
it's
and
not
Stucco.
a bad
And it's like,
show.
I actually know exactly what houses you're talking about.
Yeah.
They're across the street from the Scientology Center.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking at from your house. Like, it's so specific.
Whoa.
And again, like, she's fucking sniping that shit.
But also talk about, just doing simplicity so well. And when I grow up, I'm going to look up from my phone and see my life. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
God, I
dog.
know.
Yeah.
I think for that reason and so many reasons, Chinese Satellite is the best song ever, greatest song of all time.
So true.
It's so good, you guys, and I'm glad that you were welcoming it with open arms.
We've never spent this much time talking about a song, if I'm being honest.
That's actually so true.
We
We
always-
always go off on some other sort of tangent.
Really?
I mean, in the Killers episode, there's like 10 straight minutes on Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Like this is.
Oh,
like, the
I wanna
most-
listen to that.
We'll do a Taylor Swift roundtable at some point, so we can.
Oh
like,
yeah,
really
you
get
can
into
have
it.
a seat at
If
that
I'm not
table,
there,
for
if I'm
sure.
not there, I'll kill myself.
Absolutely, yeah, I don't know, 100%.
Yeah, that'll be like you and Laura and Sam.
Yeah, I think
probably.
that'll be a fucking great time.
Because I bit my tongue because I almost brought up Taylor Swift earlier when we were talking about like the John and Paul of it all, and how they're like, I can fuck up stuff.
Yeah.
Watch me. I'm
Yeah.
gonna make some noise.
Yeah.
Lots of thoughts about Tortured Poets Department in this way.
I
On
think
purpose.
I actually think we should have that conversation. I
On
think that's
purpose,
really
it's a
important-
redundant album on purpose. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wow,
That's awesome.
good take.
Okay, so
That's
we
a
always
really
end with a
good
game
take.
of rock paper scissors.
Great.
You can challenge either of us to rock paper scissors.
How do you?
Yeah, cool.
What is this for?
Best of one.
What is this for?
That's how we end.
But I want to know what it's for. I want to know what I win.
You win. You win.
You win. We release the episode if you win.
Not good
If
enough
not,
for me.
we burn it. If not, we print it out on
Yeah,
paper.
we burn the
We'll
tape.
figure it out.
I think. Okay,
figure
here's
it
what
out,
here's
burn the
what we'll do.
Yeah.
If I
She
win,
needs motivation.
you have to write a poem about a Phoebe Bridgers song.
Yeah. Word.
And if you win, I can find the one that I've written and send it to you.
This doesn't seem like a fair trade, but you hold all the leverage.
I feel like having to show you something I wrote in college is
No, actually, wait,
Super
I take
fair.
it back immediately.
You're totally right. We can add stakes.
totally right.
We can add stakes to it and put it in the show notes.
Oh,
link it in the show
no.
notes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
I'm so
But
scared.
this is my show, bitch.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, she's in
Wait, it's out of
control.
one.
I'm just so it's clear. I'm in charge of the show notes. Daniel doesn't know how to do that.
I don't know how to do show notes. I don't know. I just put
Daniel
something
will
other people
cut
say.
out anything of this that he wants, and I have no power over
But
that.
just so we're clear.
But I will put little polls in the show notes that he doesn't know about until
Yeah.
the things are released.
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah.
But I feel that I'm in charge of Graham. Okay, let's go.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Bitch.
Damn it.